Welcome back to today's Morning Report. Chart appraisals on Friday the 15th of April with me, Rich Pro Market Analyst at Antec Markets. Looking at cable now, and sterling has been falling away in the last couple of days. Slight sort of uptick into the close yesterday, actually, and that has left us with a bit of a wishy-washy candle, basically because you've got the initial sort of bearishness of that candle, and it is a downside day candle, but the rally into the close meant that we sort of closed around the midpoint of the day, and that is a candle that leaves you a little bit sort of cautious, because it would suggest that the sellers have lost momentum into the day, into the close. But you look at the momentum indicators here, and then you've got the sell signals across the stochastics. The RSI is still falling, and it has downside potential back towards 40. And generally, the MACD lines are just with a bearish buy. So I think you're still looking at the prospect of a push towards the 140.50 level. It's just that we're consolidating now, and consolidating ahead of this Doha meeting. Cable is basically bang on flat on the day, and lost the direction in the last sort of 24 hours or so. This resistance band 141.70, this pivot to 141.95, which was that reaction low here earlier in the week. It sort of gives us around sort of 20-25 ticks of resistance overhead, and that's the near-term outlook. I think I'd be looking out for a sell signal in that range, but as I said, the market is pretty much sort of neutral, not really wanting to take any sort of a view ahead of this Doha meeting. So I think it's likely to sort of continue today. You might get a bit of direction on the US news, but ultimately I think it's Doha is going to be on the minds of traders, with the risk sentiment being driven by that early next week. I still think rallies are a chance to sell on cable. I think sort of a rebound above this sort of 42.80 level, I think, would be a bit of a disappointment, certainly for the bears. But ultimately, I still see this as a market that's going to be retesting this 40.50 level, and then possibly even the lower part of this sort of trading portion here between towards 38.33 ultimately in due course. But for now, my target is 40.50, and then we'll see how the momentum indicators act at that level. But still seeing rallies as a chance to sell on cable. So I wish you good luck in your trading, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.